Hello students, in the previous class we have seen about the drawbacks, Rutherford atomic model, atomic number, mass number, isotopes and isobars. So let us discuss about development leading to Bohr's model of an atom. So actually they have Bohr scientists developed two developments. One is dual character of the electromagnetic radiation dual character of the electromagnetic radiation. So electromagnetic radiation is nothing but what here, which will show both electric waves and also magnetic waves. And coming to dual character is nothing but what here, it will act like a particle nature and also wave nature. That one we call it as dual character. So which means what here, both means here the particle whatever we are taking means that radiation, the radiation possesses both wave and particle like properties. This is the first development they have did. So what is first development they have did? So what I have told you, development leading to Bohr's model of an atom. So this is the first method what they have discussed, the dual character of the electromagnetic radiation. So means what, electromagnetic radiation is nothing but it will show both electric and magnetic waves. So dual character means what? So it can act the radiation whatever it is giving. So the radiation possesses both wave nature and also particles like properties. So this is the first development. And coming to now let us see second one. Experimental part. So means what here, experimental results regarding atomic spectra. Which can be explained only by quantized electron energy levels, means according to quantum levels only, quantum mechanical theory only, this experimental atomic spectra can be explained. Okay, so can be explained by assuming quantized electronic energy levels in the atoms. So what is the first development? Dual character of the electromagnetic radiation. So second development based upon the quantum mechanical theory, means quantized electronic energy levels, the experimental will give the atomic spectra. So these two are the developments did by Bohr. So now let us discuss about wave nature of the electromagnetic radiation. Okay. Wave nature of electromagnetic radiation. So let us discuss about this one. So generally wave nature of electromagnetic radiation. So what I have told you, it will show both particle and also wave. Okay. So here James Maxwell. So he gave a explanation about who is the scientist? James Maxwell in 1870. He was the first scientist, gave the explanation about interaction between charged particles of the behavior of both electric and magnetic field on macroscopic, means very large particles he has given. So whenever what he has suggested means electrically charged particles move acceleration means what? Move continuously. So then electrical and magnetic fields are produced. Whenever it is produced, in the same way they are transmitting also. So means what here? The fields which are transmitted in the form of waves, we call it as what here? Electromagnetic waves. So here light. So light will exhibit, what happens here? Light, first of all we are taking light exhibits interference and diffraction. So means what here? Light exhibit interference and diffraction. What do you mean by interference? What do you mean by diffraction? So means what means here? Light has the wave character. They are saying, Maxwell has said what? Light has wave character. Means light is the form of radiation which known for earlier days. Yes or no? So in ancient times also, in earlier days, light was supposed to be made of particles. Okay. So in 19th century, so Maxwell again the first to reveal that light waves are associated with both electric and magnetic fields, although electronic waves are complex in nature. So by this what he had told means light consists of what here? Electromagnetic waves. So according to classical Mach theory, so what he had told, accelerated electric charge generates electromagnetic waves. So means what happens here? What he had told, according to Maxwell, so according to Maxwell, what he has discussed, an accelerated electric charge generates electromagnetic radiation. Okay. So but what happens here? Electromagnetic radiation does not require any medium for the propagation. So Jen, here we are having wavelength, frequency, amplitude. So let us see the diagram first of all. Whenever you are applying some energy under x-axis, y-axis, z-axis, so this is x-axis, this is z-axis, this is y-axis you are taking. The waves are traveling. Okay. So see here with the blue pen, whatever I am drawing, those indicates so this is nothing but electric waves. So this is nothing but magnetic waves. The empty part we call it as what? Magnetic waves. So let us see what is wavelength. So wavelength is nothing but what here? So here there is a crust and also trough. The upper part, this one we call it as crust, and the lower part we call it as trough. So the distance between two successive means the distance between two successive crust or two successive trough, we call it as wavelength. So what is wavelength here? The distance between two successive crust or trough, we call it as what here? Wavelength. Okay. So the distance between two successive crust or two successive trough, we call it as what here? Wavelength, which is denoted by lambda. Okay, so this is expressed in nanometer. So generally 1 nanometer, we call it as this one nm. So generally 1 nanometer is equal to 10 to the power minus 9 meters, or in centimeters 10 to the power minus 7 centimeter. And also it can be written in angstroms. Okay, this one indicates angstroms. That one gives 10 to the power minus 8 centimeter or 10 to the power minus 10 centimeter. So this is nothing but what here? This is wavelength. And coming to frequency, so here we have discussed what here, the 2 successive crest and 2 successive trough, we call it as wavelength. So frequency is nothing but what? The number of waves whenever it is causing at a given point in 1 second, that one we call it as what? Frequency. So what is frequency? The number of waves crossing through a given point in 1 second, we call it as what? Frequency. Okay, so this is denoted by mu. So mu means what here? Frequency is expressed mainly in cycles per second. So frequency also we can say number of waves pass through cycles in 1 second also we can say. So it is denoted by hertz, we can say. Okay, this can be discussed in hertz. 1 hertz is equals to 1 cycle per second. Okay, so this is nothing but frequency. So wavelength, wave number we are having. So the it is denoted by mu bar. So the reciprocal of wavelength we call it as what? Wave number. So here this indicates, this mu bar indicates propagation of light also. 1 by lambda we call it as wave number, that is mu by c. So this one we call it as what here? Wave number. So this dash indicates bar. Okay, so here the units will be, we are having centimeter inverse, meter inverse. So then energy of radiation. So whenever we are taking this radiation, whenever we are passing some radiation, this energy of radiation is directly proportional to E1 by E2 is equals to mu1 bar by mu2 bar. Okay, so and also frequency also mu1 by mu2, lambda 2 by lambda 1. So this is nothing but this energy of radiation is directly proportional to wave number, frequency, but inversely proportional to here wavelengths. So if you have observed, the wave numbers are, frequencies are equal, but coming to here wavelength, it is, the numbering is different. Means what? These two are directly proportional, this is a inversely proportional. So the distance traveled by electromagnetic radiation in unit time we call it as velocity. So what is velocity here? The distance traveled by the electromagnetic radiation in unit time we call it as what? Velocity. So it is having value 3.10 to the power 10 centimeter per second. In meters it will be having 3 to the power 3 into 10 to the power 8. So by this what we can say, the all electromagnetic radiations travel with the velocity. So here a diagrammatic representation of the different types of radiations is in the decreasing order energies or frequencies, we call it as complete electromagnetic spectrum. Okay, so it is having spectrum generally. So means many types of electromagnetic we are having. So wavelength, frequency, like that we are having. So different regions of the spectrum are identified here, okay, by different names. some of the radio frequency region we are having, which is used for broadcasting, microwave region. So infrared region we are having, X-rays we are having, visible rays we are having. So these are the rays we are having. So means what different kinds of units are used generally. Visible region generally consists of 3800 angstroms to 76,000 angstroms we are having. So and also UV region, it is having 3800, which is very less than visible region, but it is greater than infrared region. So like this we are going to have. So this is nothing but the electromagnetic radiation. Thank you.